an ice. In the summertime, he had the ice, and in the wintertime too. People needed it, but in the wintertime, he delivered. He didn't deliver the coal. He ordered it from the coal yard.
But see, they had trucks, and he would have a bed just for ice. They had to be smooth, and it was painted blue on the inside, and they would have to take that bed off that truck. And I don't know where he'd do it, but that bed was off. Then he'd have to put the old one on that would hold the coal. And he did that. That was his business, see, and our livelihood. Then when Bill and Joe got older and able to help, they had to help. And they would carry 25 pounds of ice between them. They'd put the ice hooks. Have you ever seen ice hooks?
No.
Donna, you have to show her your ice hooks at home sometime. Have you got them at home?
I haven't got any.
What you do with them?
I've never had any.
You didn't have a pair of ice hooks?
No, I never had a pair of ice hooks.
Well, they were just big old heavy things, and you hook them to a hunk of ice about this big, say 25 pounds, and my brothers
would come down and grip it like this with
my
handles.
brothers would hold on each side, and they would carry that little 25 pounds. Then when they got a little older, they had to carry 50 pounds, but they would carry 50 pounds into your house and put in your ice box. And that's how you didn't have refrigeration.
Did it keep stuff cold?
And
Yeah.
But you had ice. The ice would melt and drip in a pan and get it all over the floor.
You had to empty the ice
You
pan
forget to empty the ice pan.
every day.
Wow.
Half the time we forgot it. And
they
Mother
had-
said, "Oh, you forgot to empty your ice pan. Why you get in here and do that? And now mop that water up."
They had
And finally, my father was pretty smart sometimes. Anyway, he bored a hole in the floor over the ice box, and it went to the basement, and he kept it in that big, I don't know, about a 20-gallon jug, crock about this tall. Do you remember that down there? And she kept the ice water that dripped, and she used that in her rinse water to wash with.
That's so smart.
Or we would use that ice water to wash our hair.
because it was pure.
Because it was really good, soft water. See?
And people had cards that they'd put in their window, and the card had numbers, 25, 50, 75, and 100.
Red and green.
And they'd turn it. If you wanted 100 pounds, you'd turn it where the 100 was at the top. And Daddy would drive along, and if he saw a card in the window, he would stop and take that much ice in and put it in the icebox.
And then he billed everybody? Is that what he
At
did?
that time, ice
Well,
was...
sometimes they paid when he delivered, and sometimes they'd pay at the
He
end
sold
of the
them
week.
little books that had coupons in them, and those books were $2.50. I remember that, $2.50. And if they bought 50 pounds, he would tear out 50. The little coupons were 25 pounds. So he would tear out 2 of them, and he had to bring those 2 little coupons on. If he sold a book, Mother kept the books. If he sold a book, then he would say, "Mother, Mrs. So-and-so wanted a book today." So that was $2.50. So she would put down in her little ledger and say that Mrs. So-and-so owed us. But she kept books and bought, and then if Mrs. So-and-so paid him, say, $1 a week or so, that he would give her the money and she would mark it off of her account. She kept books on it, but it was very crude. I think Bill took that book, one of her books that she had that she kept books on. I think our brother Bill took them when we were disposing of the house. He said he wanted that book, that she kept books. And there was some in there that had never paid. And maybe that's who would bring him a bushel of apples. or maybe a peck of apples or something, or maybe a couple of quarts of cherries they picked off of their tree. That's a lot of times we had food like that Mother didn't have to buy nothing.